गुड इवनिंग गाइस एंड वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। तो कैसे हो आप लोग? एक वापस से नए वीडियो आपका स्वागत करता हूँ। फ़िलहाल इस वक्त मैं हूँ युगांडा में। आपने पिछले वीडियोस देखी होगी तो मैं कल रात को कोविड टेस्ट करा के यहाँ पर अभी हूँ। आज कल सुबह इसकी ये भाई साहब की फ़्लाइट है और मैंने अब तक फ़्लाइट बुक की नहीं, लेकिन हमारा कोविड रिजल्ट आ गया एंड आई एम नेगेटिव, थैंक गॉड।
Are you sure?
या
negative?
वी बोथ आर नेगेटिव, हम दोनों नेगेटिव है। और ऑफकोर्स ये वीडियो मैं फ़ोन से बना रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरा जो कैमरा है वो अभी भी युगांडा गवर्नमेंट के पास है। रख ले, अचार बनाए उसका, पता नहीं क्या करना है उनका। मुझे उस बात तक अभी भी चिढ़ है, लेकिन को क्या कर सकते हैं, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं हो, जो होता है होते हैं। लेकिन हाँ, ये कल भाई साहब सुबह जा रहे हैं इजिप्ट एंड मैं जा रहा हूँ केनिया एंड देन केनिया टू इथियोपिया। फ़्लाइट अभी तक बुक नहीं किया बट मैंने फ़्लाइट वगैरह देख रखी है, फ़्लाइट बुक कर दूँगा।
Inshallah. It should be okay.
It should be okay. But what are we going to talk about in this video?
What we need to talk about is that after 5.5 months, we're finally splitting for a little bit, at least for like 1 month. But we're splitting for a bit. We almost split 1 week ago, but Destiny had other ways to go.
या क्योंकि एक हफ्ते पहले जब मैं जा रहा था साउथ अमेरिका, ये जा रहा था तुर्की, बट आपको पता ही है कि क्या हुआ, मुझे जाने नहीं दिया, ये भी नहीं गया, फिर हम लोग युगांडा आ गए। तो इस वीडियो हम लोग सोचा बात करें कि ऑलमोस्ट मैं 3 सालों से ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ। छोड़ा मैं अंग्रेज़ी में बोलता हूँ, जो भी मेरी टूटी फूटी अंग्रेज़ी है माफ़ करना, क्योंकि इसको भी थोड़ा समझ में आए कि क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं। सो आई गोना टॉक इन इंग्लिश नाउ।
Okay. Sit down. We'll discuss.
ठीक है, मैं बैठ के बात करता हूँ, ठीक है। तो गाइज मैंने कैमरा सेटअप कर लिया है, ये ट्रैश बिन के ऊपर डाल दिया कैमरा।
I
और
like how you hear the bugs in the background.
या और यहाँ पे पीछे कुछ चिड़ियाँ वगैरह चहचहा रही है, बट आई होप उसको माइंड मत करना आप। एक फ़ोन ही है भाई, उसी के सारे वीडियो बना पा रहा हूँ इस पूरे युगांडा में, बस फ़ोन का ही वीडियो आ रहा है युगांडा में, कोई नहीं, जो भी है सही है। तो मैं वापस से स्विच करता हूँ इंग्लिश में, क्योंकि इस भाई साहब को समझ में आए।
Thank you.
So in this video we will talk about the traveling experience between us, the favorite moments and the crazy moments, also the how's different from traveling solo and traveling as a like with someone.
Yeah, true.
तो इसके ऊपर बात कर लेते हैं कि ट्रैवलिंग सोलो वगैरह में कैसा है, कि सोलो ट्रैवल में क्या दिक्कत है और किसी के साथ ट्रैवल करने में क्या दिक्कत है, क्या फ़ायदा है। तो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट स्टार्ट विद द फेवरेट मोमेंट्स ऑफ 5-6 months now. It's already 6 months, almost 6 months now. We're
6
traveling
months is a very
together.
long time. It's been like, so the date of this is going all the way back to the new year.
Yeah.
It's going back to the new year of 2021 in
Yeah.
Ukraine. And now, we ended up in Uganda 6 months later. But, we only met 9 months ago in Serbia, and I never really expected, from when I met him 9 months ago, sitting on the steps of a hostel. Before I even knew that he was a YouTuber or anything, it was just some scrawny little Indian kid that was drinking tea on the on the steps. But I don't know. I guess Destiny has its way to come over.
Yeah,
here.
but I'll tell you, the tea is the starting point of our friendship.
It's true.
Yeah.
So we should have tea right now.
Oh.
I don't even have tea, but I do have Nile beer. So this is the closest I can get. I'm sorry, but there's no masala tea here in Uganda. That's not any good masala tea. I should say it's very strong. But okay. So the question, the best memories.
Yeah.
The best memories. Part of me, I don't want to like give away too many things because there's
You already watched
probably
it
still a
on.
lot of stuff that you haven't seen yet, and maybe you've already seen it too. But for me, it's like Chernobyl, the crazy stuff that happened in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And Sudan was
Ethiopia,
get COVID in Sudan.
COVID, Sudan, hit by the army, Afghanistan.
Here, even in Uganda, when we were going on a safari, like an unexpected safari, we almost got charged by a huge bull, elephant with tusks
and also
running at us.
Yeah, आपने वीडियो देखी होगी, and also by hippos. In that time.
Yeah. Like the problem is that there's just like too many fun stories, too many crazy stories
To share in just one small videos.
Yeah. It's like even like for me when I go back to the United States and my friends or my family asks, hey, so what were you doing in the last half a year? And I'll say, well, okay, do you have 20 minutes? It's like there's just too many funny stuff. And also the funny thing, at least for people like us, is like so many fun, crazy things happen that we forget about them. And like it sounds really privileged to say that.
Yeah.
But like we forget about like like a very specific time, something that really funny that happened, like in Stone Town, Zanzibar.
Ooh,
That,
yeah.
like you do so many crazy things that now we just remember like the highlights here and there. But there's so many like crazy fun things that happen in between.
Yeah, but now these are the favorite memories. आपने देखी होगी वीडियोस वगैरह अफगानिस्तान में क्या हाल वगैरह हुआ था. But let's talk about the traveling solo and traveling with someone.
Oh yeah. At least I don't want to speak too much because it's also your video. But at least like from my standpoint is that so we've both been traveling for like 3.5 years,
Yeah.
coming on 4 years. That prior to when I met him, I never traveled with anybody.
Me too. For some
like
time,
so.
but not for a long time. I travel with someone.
Yeah.
But मैं एक काम करता हूँ, मैं अपनी बात हिंदी में ही बोलूँगा, इसको अंग्रेजी में बोले देते हैं. I will tell anything in Hindi because I don't used to speak in camera in English. So I'll talk anything in Hindi and you can speak in English.
Excuses. He just doesn't want me to understand what he's going to say. He's going to say something bad about me.
तो भाई मैं आपको पता ही कि मैं अराउंड 3-3.5 साल से लगातार ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ और इसी दौरान मतलब मैं कभी कभी कुछ लोगों के साथ ट्रैवल किया था, लेकिन कभी किसी के साथ इतना लंबा ट्रैवल नहीं किया था. इट्स वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम वी ट्रैवल टुगेदर. बट उसका जो कंफर्ट एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज की बात करते हैं. सबसे पहले बात करते हैं एडवांटेज के ऊपर में. सो इन द एडवांटेज आई थिंक traveling in Africa, because we travel a lot in Africa together, especially in Africa we travel a lot. So traveling in Africa also split the cost. So
very much so. So like for instance, if you go on safari, that even just like the safari we went on in Uganda, so you pay $75 a day per vehicle, and then probably about the same amount, $70 per day on gas.
Gas, yeah.
And if you do it by yourself, then you're spending all the money just for yourself. But if you're traveling with somebody, then you can split the cost.
Yeah. One of the reason was that, और also अफ्रीका में आपको मैंने बताया कि हॉस्टल नहीं है. there is no hostel in Africa, so mostly you have to stay in hotels. अगर आपको रहना है तो आपको होटल में रहना पड़ेगा.
Even like this hotel, like $40 a night.
Yeah.
Like $20 a night is much more manageable when it's.
Yeah, but भाई अगर आप अकेले मैं अफ्रीका में रहता तो मुझे सारा पैसा यहाँ का पे करना पड़ता, या तो फिर जब मैं केन्या वगैरह में था तो जब मैं अकेले ट्रैवल कर रहा था तो सारा जो होटल का पैसा मुझे अकेले पे करना पड़ रहा था. बट हियर पैसे स्प्लिट हो जाते हैं. तो स्पेशली इन अफ्रीका अगर आप किसी के साथ ट्रैवल कर रहे हो तो थोड़ा सस्ता पड़ेगा, काफ़ी सस्ता पड़ेगा इन अफ्रीका. One thing is money. Second thing I guess
I think memories, like the experiences.
Yeah. Oh yeah, memories and experiences. So also memories. Money तो चलो secondary thing हो गया. जो experiences, जब आप अकेले ट्रैवल करते हो तो आपकी जो मेमोरी होती है आपके तक सीमित रहती है. काइंड ऑफ आप देखते हो वीडियो तो उतना आप नहीं समझ पाते हो. ऑफकोर्स क्योंकि मैंने वो ज़िंदगी जी है भाई. आप सिर्फ वीडियोस में देखते हो तो आपको सिर्फ एक वीडियो दिखता होगा. बट एज ए मी आई लिव दैट लाइफ. दैट्स वाई काफ़ी लोग बोलते हैं कि वीडियो एडिटर रख लो. बट मुझे लगता है कि नहीं, मैंने उस ज़िंदगी को जिया है, मुझे पता है कि वहाँ पे क्या हुआ था, मुझे ही सब कुछ पता है. तो वो बेस्ट रहेगा कि जब मैं खुद से चीज़ें को देखूँ, यू नो. बट ट्रैवलिंग विद समवन क्या होता है कि जो मेमोरीज होती है वो स्प्लिट रहती है. जब
it's like really easy like to have something in common and really connect with.
Yeah, जैसे कि let's suppose talk about the Annie in Africa.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, like when we ended up on a military base in Tanzania.
Yeah, military base in Tanzania. आपने तो सिर्फ वीडियो देखी है, लेकिन
it's like such a unique story and like the perspective that we had from it, like like it's like the memory of it is the most important.
Yeah, जब भी बात करते हैं उसके ऊपर तो आधे घंटे तक बात होती रहती है. And we can have a lot of things to talk about that. मैं of course सारी बातें वीडियोस में नहीं बता पाता हूँ, लेकिन if you with someone 24/7 you remember all the moments.
Yeah, like for instance, like and even beside like the memories, but like also being really comfortable with somebody and like knowing everything about them. So like I know he's going to wake up late. I know when he wakes up he's going to want some masala chai. So maybe if he's still sleeping I'm going to start making it. You know, he knows for me I'm always super organized, and so just get right onto the schedule, go do something. It's the German in my blood. But you know, like it's like you start to understand like what the other person thinks about and like what's like best for them. And the way when I describe it like that, it sounds like a relationship. But I mean, to some extent, like traveling with somebody is a relationship, because like it's being together with somebody 24/7. I think would drive anybody crazy. You know, even in our own like separate personal lives, if you're with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something, and if you're with them 24/7, then you go crazy with that person. But more with us, it's like if you're just with your best friend, like if you imagine if you're hanging out with your best friend, like you could spend so much time with them,
Yeah.
and like it's totally fine.
ये बात सही है भाई, क्योंकि डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप की सिचुएशन डिफरेंट होता है। जैसे कि हम साथ ही रहते हैं 24/7 जहाँ जाते हैं घूमने या फ्लाइट वगैरह, तो चीज़ें ऑल्सो ईजी हो जाती है। जो ईजी का मतलब अगर कहूँ तो लेट सपोज कि मैं सुबह तक सोया रह गया, भाई एक काम कर, तुम जाके चेकआउट वगैरह कर लो, सारा फॉर्मेलिटी कर लो, जाके खाना वहाँ से ले आओ, मैं सोया हूँ रहूँगा।
Yeah. Or if if we're trying to stop at an ATM, then I can hang outside with the car and wait for him while he runs in, goes to the real quick, Or yeah, if I'm sleeping in, then he can go check into the hotel, or
Yeah.
this person can manage. If we arrive in some random country, then I'll book the hotel and he'll figure out how to get there. Do the
Yeah.
taxi. So
So-
it's nice to delegate tasks.
ये बात सही है कि टास्क भाई आधा हो जाता है। आपने पढ़ा है ग्रुप वर्किंग इज इजीएस्ट, तो अकेले काम करने पर नहीं होता। ये था काफ़ी सारे बेनिफिट्स। वन ऑफ द बेनिफिट्स आपको बताया कि मेमोरीज हो गए, मनी वाइज हो गया, या तो फिर जो चीज़ें की अरेंज करने की चीज़ें हो गई वो भी सस्ता, वो भी हो जाता है। एंड उसके अलावा व्हाट इज द मोर अबाउट दैट, आई टॉक अबाउट मनी, आई टॉक अबाउट द मेमोरी, आई टॉक अबाउट द कंफर्टेबल, एंड ऑल्सो आई थिंक इट इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट ट्रैवलिंग विद समवन, और आई थिंक इट विल बी द वर्स्ट थिंग। जब आप किसी के साथ ट्रैवल करते हो, देन यू हैव समवन टू टॉक ऑल द टाइम।
Yeah.
You have to,
Always someone to. Imagine like I hate to go back to the term relationship, but imagine like a relationship. Like if you start dating somebody, like, or if you meet somebody new, you talk, like there's so much to talk about for the first month or two, but then after you get through so much time, like it's been 5 or 6 months for us, like we can sit in the car for a few hours and just like not talk because we've talked about everything. Like I already know what he's thinking, but sometimes it's nice and sometimes it's bad. But it's also, I'd say one of the other important things on that topic is it's nice to not have to introduce yourself all the time,
Yeah.
over and over again, because when you're traveling solo, then like every day almost, or every
Yeah.
week you're meeting somebody new, and you have to, how do you explain your entire life story in like
it's like 5 minutes.
in 5 minutes to somebody, and they'll never understand it until they like get to know you for a long time,
भाई ये वीडियो थोड़ा डिफरेंट हो रहा होगा, बट मैं समझा रहा हूँ कि ट्रैवल सोलो और ट्रैवल किसी के साथ करने में क्या फ़ायदा और क्या घाटा है। सो किसी के साथ
One other thing we should talk about is when you're traveling with somebody is like having a good connection with them,
Yeah.
and like being able to like be flexible with it.
yeah, also the thing is that you can't travel with everyone.
Not everybody.
Not
Yeah.
everybody. The thing,
We're super lucky because we think like 98% of the same thing. Like we're super relaxed. We want to chase the same adventures, but that's definitely not the same.
even we different from totally different culture, from third world country, from first world country.
Wow, that's so belittling on yourself. It's not
No, I'm
entirely
not-
true.
I'm not-
It's like a 2.4. No, not even. Yeah, that's like 2.3. And that's not entirely third
Like
world.
जैसे कि like कभी कभी जो मैं चीज़ें करता हूँ, क्योंकि मैं of course इंडिया से हूँ, तो उसको लगता है ये क्या कर रहा है। जैसे like something like what is the weird thing sometimes I do, like what are you doing? I never seen this.
Oh, yeah, like today. Hold on.
आज मैंने बताया आम पकाया था, कच्चे आम को पकाया था क्योंकि उसका शरबत बनाना था मुझे।
Look at this. What is this?
कच्चे आम को पकाया हूँ भाई, इसका शरबत बनाना है।
Grilling mangoes today.
इसको लगा ये क्या कर रहा है, मैंने कहा भाई कच्चे आम को पका के इसका शरबत बना के अच्छा लगता है, इससे लू नहीं मारता। As an Indian, if you use this and drink it, you will never get a heat stroke, or something. Because हमारे पास
Does it
ये
protect
चीज़-
against COVID too?
Not
No,
really.
that's too ill-timed. I'm sorry. But yeah, and likewise, I mean, there's just like different cultural things for me too. Like maybe it's also like beside cultural, but also just personal preferences. So after traveling with somebody for so long, you get to know all of those personal preferences. So like I know Shubham likes to sleep in more. I like to wake up in the morning and just get like straight to something. Shubham he likes to have his Indian food.
Oh yeah, every time.
Like if he wants to get Indian food at least like every like 3 days, 4 days. If he goes 5 days, he starts to go crazy. He stares into the space. He has no idea what's going on. But for me, like American cuisine that doesn't really exist, and so I can eat anything. And also, any American food I found anywhere is just very bad quality. It's like not real American food.
And
So,
I
like,
hate American food except from pizza and burger.
But also on this same note, like after traveling with somebody for so long, you start to embrace parts of their culture. Like now, like oh yeah, I love having masala chai. Like I love going to Indian restaurants, and I can look through the entire list, and I understand exactly like what like maybe like 50 or 60% of what it is, and I know what Indian food I like now. Prior to when I met him, I had never had Indian food before I met him. You know, so like you start to embrace these parts of the culture.
It's true. या ये तो होता ही है साथ में. एंड मुझे एक कहानी किस्सा याद है, सोचा कि साथ शेयर करूँ. मैं सूडान में था और मैं सॉसेज बिल्कुल नहीं खाता. आई हेट सॉसेज. आई डोंट नो, मुझे लगता है मुझे एलर्जी है सॉसेज से काइंड ऑफ.
The German blood in my American German blood, we love sausages. I grew up in a butcher shop. I used to cut the meat. I like good sausage. He hates sausage. So I tell him when he comes to the United States,
I'm not gonna eat sausage.
I don't think he will.
I will not. मैंने अभी तक भाई एक बार सॉसेज खाया ताजिकिस्तान में. आई थिंक 2 years पहले मुझे फूड पॉइजनिंग हो गई थी. काइंड ऑफ फूड पॉइजनिंग मुझे हो गई थी.
Okay, whatever.
So I never eat sausage again. So in सूडान में क्या हुआ था कि मैं नाइल रिवर के पास कैंपिंग कर रहा था. एंड हमें जो मिला था खाने में वो अंडा था और सॉसेज था, मिला के दिया था. अब भाई मैंने तो अंडा चुन के खा लिया जो ऑमलेट का होता था, और उसके बाद मैंने सॉसेज छोड़ दिया. और ये भाई साहब को पता था कि मैं सॉसेज नहीं खाता हूँ, तो इसने अपना सॉसेज खा लिया, अंडा मेरे लिए छोड़ दिया. तो मैंने इसका भी अंडा खा लिया, इसने मेरा सॉसेज खा लिया. तो काइंड ऑफ ऐसा हुआ था.
Works out well.
या तो ऐसा हुआ था. मतलब किसी के साथ ट्रैवल करते हो तो पता रहता है कि, और जब किसी के साथ 9 महीने बहुत बड़ी बात होती है भाई, क्योंकि 9 महीने आप सिर्फ जब आप किसी नॉर्मल फ्रेंड होते हो, जब आप घर पे किसी के साथ फ्रेंड होते हो, देन वी आर फ्रेंड, बट यू डोंट लाइक 2-3 घंटे के लिए दिन में मिलते हो, यू जस्ट मेट फॉर 2-3 hours इन योर. बट हियर ऑल्सो मतलब वहाँ पे कुछ फिगर आउट नहीं करना पड़ता. जब आप घर पे रहते हो तो क्या फिगर आउट करना पड़ता है? कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता है, आराम से मजा करते हो. यहाँ पे सब कुछ है, लॉजिस्टिक फिगर आउट करनी पड़ती है, ब्यूरोक्रेसी फिगर आउट करनी पड़ती है साथ रह के, तो थोड़ा ये ज़्यादा फ्रेंडशिप गहरा हो जाता है. ये हुआ. And this is all about the positive side of traveling with someone. What is the negative side of traveling with someone?
The negative side, honest. I mean, I was gonna say, it's kind of like equal, because yes, there is a lot of comforts and it makes our life a lot easier and this kind of stuff. But I think the bad things are that both of us, we started solo traveling for years prior to meeting each other, and so there's still that solo traveling blood that we really like.
Yeah.
For a few different reasons. It's like, for one, it's the complete and ultimate control of everything.
Yeah.
Like, for the good or the bad. You know, if you arrive in a new country and you need to get money from the ATM and you need to get a SIM card and you need to find a taxi and you need to book a hotel, like there's some bad sides. But also it's nice to be like completely in control, and everything feels so new. Everything feels so raw when you do it all yourself. For us, because we've been traveling together for so long, it gets comfortable because like he knows, okay, I can manage the transportation, he'll manage getting the SIM card or something like this, and then I just stop experiencing that whole side of traveling, and so it gets too easy is what we mean to say. So yeah.
Okay. ये इसका एक्सप्रेशन मेरे हिसाब से एक्सप्रेशन ये है कि आपने ये भी नोटिस किया होगा कि जब किसी के साथ आप ट्रैवल करते हो, when you travel with someone, then you don't meet a lot of new people.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, but I mean, also at the same rate, we push each other to try new things. But there's a bug. We push each other to try new things, but yeah, then we also lose that you have to start an experience.
So बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो कि आपको आगे आने वाले वीडियोस में देखने को मिलेगी. हमारा काफ़ी सारा प्लान है, DRC का प्लान है, या तो फिर साउथ अमेरिका में बोलिविया का प्लान है.
Just, we have like plans for the next like 3 years. Like, okay, hey Shubham, what are you doing in February of 2022? We're going to Bolivia. Like,
मेरा US जाने का भी प्लान है अगर वीजा मिल गया.
We have plans on 6 of the 7 continents.
Yeah, it's true. Even Antarctica we have plans.
Yeah.
So हमारा कुछ plans. I will tell you some plans जो हमारा है. So one of the plans is we will buy some car in Cape Town. I'm inspired by the German guy.
Yeah.
I'll buy some car in Cape Town. And we will drive all the way. That's why I'm learning driving.
Wow, learning is such an interesting word for being so bad.
We will drive from all the way from Cape Town to Cairo. Also, buying a cow.
Tuk-tuk. No, well, I mean, yeah, buying a cow in Ukraine.
Yeah.
We want to get a tuk-tuk and drive across India. I mean, we want to climb Kilimanjaro together.
Kilimanjaro, this
Why not?
Of course, this will do it.
I mean, there's way too many things that we want to do. So it's nice to have enough time.
Yeah. टाइम की भाई कमी नहीं, लेकिन लगता है कि कभी टाइम ही नहीं है. Sometimes you don't have time.
Yeah, sometimes we have a saying in the United States that there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. And this is precisely the thing. Like,
Yeah.
like we meet each other, and because we're like 98% the same people, we're both chasing the same kinds of adventures. That it's like, hey, like I'll say, hey, Shubham, let's go do this, and he says, oh, let's do this. Oh, I like that idea. Let's go do that instead. There's just too many ideas bouncing around, so it's nice to know that there's plenty of time in the future that we can always chase these ones.
That's true. Yeah, ये था भाई. I think almost video काफी लंबा हो गया है, and thanks to watching this video. Maybe next video he will go to Egypt.
Yeah.
And I'll go to
yeah.
पता नहीं कहाँ. देखता हूँ इथियोपिया, केन्या. अभी तक flight book नहीं हुई है. I have to book the flight.
Even after, it's been 6 months now.
Yeah.
Even after 6 months, I mean, we still have plans that we're going to get back together, obviously, pretty soon. You know, like, there's no set date though. That's the interesting thing.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, exactly this day, let's meet in this country. Now it's just like, okay, we'll go do our thing, and then
we'll meet again.
We'll just randomly meet somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's in Ukraine. Maybe it's in Spain. Maybe it's in Africa. I have no idea. But I'd imagine, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say like 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months from
like
this video.
It's almost inevitable because at the same rate, if I'm flying somewhere over in Europe and he's 6 countries away, of course I'll come over and come visit him. And then who knows? We'll fall into a 6-month thing where we end up in Uganda for no reason.
Yeah, Uganda का भाई का plan ही नहीं था. We end up in Uganda somehow. I don't know how. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Bye, Dasvidanya. And also, मैंने इसे काफी inspire him to make his YouTube channel.
No.
It was my inspiration.
I'm getting a disease. I'm getting a disease from Shubham. Shubham takes multiple days to upload, and now I'm falling into this disease too. So I don't know. I just don't have enough. I don't know. If people watch the video, then I'll post it. Sure, why not?
Yeah, my videos देखो जाके इसकी.
So yeah, go find my channel. Hit the like. Leave a comment. It's good for my algorithms. No, I'm kidding. Don't feel obligated to go to my channel.
Brother, please, भाई यहाँ पे कोई बंदा बता रहा था कि कोई किसी का चैनल था, बोला भाई please leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. तो please भाई leave the comment. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. Please leave the comment. कमेंट में हाय हेलो भी लिख दो, लेकिन कमेंट कर दो. तो ठीक है भाई, इसी तरह वीडियोस आते रहेंगे. आप लोग एंजॉय करते रहो, मैं भी एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ. और हम लोग जो जब तक ट्रैवल कर पा रहा हूँ, पता नहीं कब लंबा ट्रैवल करूँगा. काइंड ऑफ धीरे धीरे ट्रैवलिंग बोरिंग थोड़ी होती जा रही है उससे लिटिल बिट. बिकॉज द रीजन बिहाइंड दैट भाई, इसके बारे में बात कर लेता हूँ कि सपोज मैं इतना अच्छा मान के चलो एक वाटरफॉल देखने के लिए गया. सो काफ़ी बड़ा मैंने वाटरफॉल देखा. लेट्स सपोज मैं विक्टोरिया फॉल्स क्या देखा, काफ़ी ह्यूज वाटरफॉल था. ब्यूटीफुल, वेरी ह्यूज, ब्यूटीफुल एवरीथिंग. एंड नेक्स्ट टाइम आई गो टू स्मॉल वाटरफॉल, आई सेड ठीक है, इतना भी बड़ा नहीं है, ठीक है, मैंने इससे बड़ा वाटरफॉल देखा है. काइंड ऑफ दिस थिंग आती है जब आप काफ़ी लंबा ट्रैवल करते हो तो.
It's
true, right? ये भावनाओं को समझ के मैं क्या बोलना चाहूँ, क्योंकि इसके ऊपर पहले मेरी बात हो चुकी है. You understand what I'm trying to say, because still I
understand like 20% of what he says.
Yeah, but because we talked about it before.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah. That's another nice thing about being around him for so long. Prior to 9 months ago, the only Hindi word that I knew was just namaste, and I don't think that's. I feel like namaste, people will laugh at me if I actually said that in India. But no, at least now I can understand what he's saying. He understands me a lot better. When I first met him 9 months ago.
Oh, इसका इंग्लिश भाई समझ में नहीं आता था. अमेरिकन एक्सेंट है, क्या बोल रहा है, फिर से बोलो.
Now I understand every single bad word that he says. I'm fluent in 15 words in Hindi, and over 10 of those are very bad words.
You don't have to say on the camera though.
I'll let you guess which ones they are.
मैं मतलब इसने इतनी गाली सीख ली मुझसे कि जब भी कभी भी रोड पे ड्राइव कर रहा होता है, someone is making mistake, it's like in Hindi. Hindi निकलता है.
Now I say them not because like I know what they mean, but I don't say it because I know what they mean. I say it because I heard him say it, and I know that's how you respond. It's like a 2-year-old child that says something that the mother says. Because like, that's what you say.
And भाई मेरे लिए क्या है कि मैं आराम से कंट्रोल कर लेता हूँ जब मैं वीडियोस वगैरह बनाता हूँ. अब ये इससे कंट्रोल नहीं होता है. I think when you will go to India.
I'm very afraid actually, because some cow is gonna walk in front of me, and I'm gonna scream something very bad, and everybody's gonna be very mad at me. But I'll try to contain it. I'm gonna try to learn Hindi before then, at least better.
Yeah, so we will try to do a lot of things. ठीक है, काफी लंबा वीडियो हो गया.
We gotta go. The video is getting too long. Okay.
Dasvidanya. I still have to say everyone to Dasvidanya because it's goodbye for everything.
Yeah, Dasvidanya.
Dasvidanya, bye.